Добрый день, уважаемые коллеги из России
Good
и
afternoon, dear
Индии.
colleagues from Russia
Меня
and
зовут
India.
Анастасия Иванова, я
My
руководитель
name is
туристического
Anastasia
информационного центра
Ivanova.
Мурманской
I'm head of
области.
the
Я
Murmansk
рада
Region
приветствовать
Tourist
вас на
Information
нашей
Center.
выставке Red
I'm
India
happy to welcome you
2021
all here at
и
the
рассказать
Red
о
India
туристическом потенциале
2021
Мурманской
exhibition.
области прямо
I'd like
сейчас.
to tell you about the tourist
Прикоснитесь к
potential
природе
of the
Кольского
Murmansk region
полуострова
right
и
now.
позвольте себе
Please
почувствовать все русское
enjoy
лето.
the nature of the Kola Peninsula and feel the warmth of the Russian
Мы
Arctic
наблюдаем
region.
динамику возрастающего интереса к Заполярью,
We
и
are
сегодня
seeing
мы знаем,
growing
что
interest
сегодня в
in
Арктике.
the
Наша
polar
область
region.
привлекает туристов со
It's
всего мира
an important
благодаря
trend
своему
today.
расположению
Our region
и
attracts
уникальным
many
природным и
tourists from all over the
географическим
world
преимуществам.
thanks to
Мурманская
its
область почти
unique
полностью
location
расположена в
and
заполярном
natural and
регионе
geographic
на Кольском
conditions.
полуострове.
The Murmansk
Мурманская
region is
область
located
одна
in the
Арктики
Kola
четвертая.
Peninsula, almost
Добраться сюда
completely
проще,
beyond
чем
the
плавать.
polar
Только
circle.
представьте
It
себе
is
2,5
actually
часа на
easier to
самолете
get
из
there
Москвы
than you
или
think.
1,5
Just
часа
two
из
and a half
Санкт-Петербурга, и
flight
вы
from
находитесь
Moscow
в
or
Москве.
three and a half
Здесь
flight
же находится
3.5 hour
самый
flight
большой
from St.
заполярный регион,
Petersburg,
который
and
носит
you
корни
are
из
there.
столицы Арктики, Мурманска.
And
Город
this is the
северно-западный
biggest city
Мурманск
beyond the polar
может теперь
circle,
принимать всех туристов.
Murmansk,
Круизная
which
ситуация на
is
континенте
able
очень
to
развита.
accept ships
Мурманск расположена на
all over
базе
the year.
атомных ледоколов, и именно из Мурманска начинается
Murmansk
самый
has
замечательный
a
морской круиз через
base
Северный полюс.
for
Круиз
nuclear
занимает
power
3 недели в
icebreakers.
комфортных условиях на одном из самых
And
больших
a cruiser
ледоколов
from
мира –
Murmansk
десятом
takes
поколении.
2 weeks on one of the biggest
Посол
icebreakers of the
Мурманска встретил
world,
первые в мире
which is
атомный
called
ледокол
50
«Ленин».
years since
Строительство
Victory.
ледокола было равно
And
первому
there
в
is also
регионе
the
взлету в
Lenin
космос. На
icebreaker
борту ледокола
at
уже
the
сам
port,
Юрий
which
Гагарин,
was a unique
наша
achievement.
вице-президент США
Yuri
Екатерина
Gagarin, the
Шульц.
world's first astronaut, was on board this ship, as well as Richard Nixon.
Особое географическое положение наградило регион бесчисленными богатствами
The
и
Murmansk
мечтаниями,
region
среди
has
которых
a unique
северное сияние,
location,
одно из
and
самых
there are a lot of
захватывающих
wonders
явлений на
here,
Земле.
such as the northern
Видеть его
lights, one of
собственными
the
глазами
most
мечтают
captivating
многие,
phenomena
а самые
on
пытливые
Earth. Many
отправляются на
people
охоты за
would
ним
love to
на крайне
see it
северные
with
районы
their own
Земли.
eyes,
Охота на
and some
северное
people
сияние
even hunt
интересна и
those
непредсказуема.
northern
Сам
lights.
процесс
They
уже
go there
захватывает
to see this. It's
предвкушением,
an unpredictable
найти
and
звезды под землей,
captivating
созерцание
process.
разноцветных
You
сполохов
need
небесных
to
звезд,
find northern lights
способность действительно
and capture them and take
невероятное зрелище,
photos.
реальность которого
It's
сложно поверить.
unbelievable, it's very
Благодаря
beautiful, and it's difficult to believe in the
уникальному
reality of this
географическому
phenomenon.
положению с конца ноября
Thanks
до
to
середины
its unique
декабря
geographic
Кольский
location,
полуостров погружается в полярную
since
зону.
November
В это
until
время на
January,
круглые
the
сутки
Kola
остается полная
Peninsula
темнота,
enjoys
и солнце
polar
не
nights
появляется из-за
when there
горизонта
is
в течение
complete
всего
darkness
дня.
and you can't
Здесь не
see the
бывает ни
sun
восходов,
throughout
ни
the day.
закатов на
There are no
протяжении
sunrises
40
or
дней.
sunsets
Именно поэтому
for 40
местные
days,
жители с нетерпением ждут
which
первых
is why
лучей солнца
local
и
residents
ежегодно встречают
are
его
looking
особенно
forward to seeing
солнечно,
the
11
first beams
января.
of lights, and they see those lights on the 11th of January at the
В Мурманской
Solnichne
области
mountain.
каждый турист может найти для себя подходящий по своим
Every
возможностям
tourist can
выбор
find
подготовки активные виды отдыха. Это поездки
the
на
best
горных
activities they need,
внедорожниках и квадроциклах по
including
самым северным дорогам
trips
по
on
направлению Кольской
jeeps
пeninsулы,
along
прокатиться на снегоходах
northernmost
по заснеженной
routes.
тундре,
You can
наслаждаясь
also
неповторимой
ride
природой, или
some
покорить горный
snow
массив Фидинский
engines
рядом. Здесь
on the
отключаешься
slope
от
of hills,
цивилизации и
or you
чувствуешь
can
мощную энергию
mount
природы,
some
наслаждаешься необыкновенной
mountains, and
красотой
this is
и
where
никогда
you can
не
really enjoy
наслаждаешься
the
его
simplicity of
в этой
nature, and you
стране
can fall in love with
современными
those
сооружениями
great
снегопокров России
spans
завершил
of
летний
snow
спортивный сезон для тех, кто
and
решил
water.
покататься на склонах Мурманской области.
And furthermore, you can
Лучший
also
период
have
покатания–
a
это
great ski
март-апрель.
season on the slopes of these
Полярное
mountains.
летнее
The
покатание
best
погода
skiing season is
благоприятствует.
March and
На
April,
сегодняшний день
when the
основными
polar night is
видами
over
туризма
and the weather is
остаются
sunny and cloudless. Today it is Kirovsk that is the capital of
ежегодно более 40
these
тысяч
activities.
горнолыжников
Every year, more than
туристов
40,000
посещают
alpine
этот
skiers and
курорт.
snowboarders visit this resort.
Круглый год на Кольском полуострове можно познакомиться с бытом и
Throughout the
традициями
year, you
многочисленных народов
can
Севера.
get acquainted with the traditions of local residents of the Kola Peninsula.
Их
They
культура
are
отличается
indigenous
огромным
people
количеством легенд и
who,
старинных
who
обрядов,
observe their
которые
traditions and respect them a
очень
lot,
готовы
and
делиться
they
своей
have a lot
tradiцией.
of ancient rituals, and they are ready to share those rituals with guests
Разделяется
all over the
вечерняя
world.
зима. С
In
22
summer,
мая по
the Murmansk
22
region is
июня
just as
здесь
surprising as
празднуется
in
полярный
winter.
день. Это
In June, you can
60-дня
see the polar day
уникального периода,
here.
когда
It's
солнце не заходит за
62
горизонт
days
и
where the
становится
sun
так
doesn't
же ярко,
set
как и в полдень.
and the sun is
Летом
shining
на озерах
at
польского
midnight
полуострова
just
можно
as
покататься
brightly
на
as at
сноубордах,
midday.
подняться по порожистым рекам
And
или отправиться в
you can
путешествие по
also
бездорожью на квадроциклах или байках.
go
А
swimming
можно
in the
также
Arctic
искупаться в
Ocean, you
Балтийском море,
can do rafting
либо
and kayaking,
в морях
and you can take a
Северной
swim
Ледовитого
in
океана.
the Kola Bay
Можно
or in
стать
the waters
активным
of the
исследователем
Arctic
подводных
Ocean.
камней в Мурманской
You can
области,
also
посетить
become
заповедные места.
an active
Здесь
explorer
удивительные
of the
горные
Murmansk
памятники,
region. You can
берез-святилища и
walk
антикварные
in a lot
храмы.
of
Настолько маленький, что
wildlife
туристы
reserves
могут быть
where you
впервые
can
здесь
see
на один день
some
за год.
beautiful
А в морях
tiny
Мурманской области
birches
купаться
which look like some
радужными
bushes.
величественными
And
морскими
furthermore, in the
дельфинами.
seas you can
Сезон
find
2020-2021
some
был на удивление
magnificent
увлекательным и
whales.
несчетаемым.
The
Большая вероятность посещения
2020-2021
с
season
мая по
was
сентябрь.
full of
Кроме китов, туристам встречаются и другие морские
whale
млекопитаемые.
findings. You could see a lot of whales. Along with that, you can see some other sea
Очень частый
animals, such
вопрос,
as
где можно
seals, for
проживать.
example. And there is a
Разные
frequent
способы
question,
посещения
where
разных
can you
мест
find the
имеют определенный
accommodation?
комфорт.
We have
В Мурманске
different
расположены
types of
отели «Пятизвездочные» с
accommodation
общим
of
номерным
various
фондом
comfort. For
900
example, we
тысяч
have
рублей.
four-star hotels,
Если вы планируете остановиться в районе
586
Северного
rooms
региона,
all in
можно
all.
разместиться
If you
здесь
are
в
planning to stay
городах
in the region
поблизости.
for several days,
Если
you can
нужно более
also
высокий
find
сезонный
accommodation in
период,
other
проживанию нужно
cities
заранее.
of the
В
region.
регионе есть
But
очень
in
много
high
кемпингов,
season,
более
you need to
чем
book a
220
hotel in advance.
различных
There are 5 unique
расположенных в разных
glampings
уголках
and more
Мурманска.
than 70 different hotels located in different nooks and
Местная
crannies of the
кухня–
Murmansk
это
region.
одна из ярких
Local
составляющих
food.
облика
This is
всего
one of
края. Кроме
the
того, она
best
является важной частью
parts
культуры
of
коренных народов
the
Севера.
northern region, and
Блюда
it's
северной
also
кухни
part of the
оригинальны и
traditions of
доставляют
the
удовлетворение
indigenous
многим
peoples of
гостям,
the north.
приезжающим в наш край туристов.
Everyone who
В
comes
рамках
to this region loves
популяризации
this food.
арктической кухни у нас
To
ежегодно
make
проходит
Arctic food,
фестиваль
Arctic cuisine even more popular, we have an annual
В Мурманской
Arctic
области
festival.
находится более 20 ресторанов,
The Murmansk
специализирующихся на
region
арктической
also
кухне.
hosts more
Отдельных
than 20
ресторанов
restaurants
Мурманской
specializing
области
in
нет,
Arctic
но
cuisine.
практически в
We
каждом
don't have
ресторане
any
представлены
special
наши
Indian
индийские блюда.
restaurants,
Отдельно
but
есть
in
площадки
almost every restaurant
ресторанные комплексы, которые
there
готовы
are
к
vegetarian
работе с
dishes and
индийскими
there are
гостями.
special
Например,
tourist
Тандра-бар
centers that are ready
индийского
to
ассамблея.
work and cooperate with Indian guests. For example, the Grabli restaurant or the
Наши
Tundra Park.
туроператоры, выступающие далее,
Our
будут
tour
рады рассказать
operators
вам
who
подробно
will speak after
о
me
Кольском полуострове.
will be
Каждый
happy
из
to tell
них
you more about the adventures on the
профессионал
Kola
своего дела с
Peninsula.
многолетним опытом
Each of the
работы с
speakers is a
туристическими
professional
турагентами.
with years of
Я благодарю
experience
за ваше внимание.
of working with
Могу
tourists from all
ответить
over
на
the
вопросы,
world.
которые у вас
Thank you
остались.
for your attention.
Например,
I'm ready
у
to
нас
answer your
есть ли
questions.
вегетарианская
For
еда?
example, there is this
Да,
question, is
вегетарианская
there
еда.
vegetarian
В каждом
food?
ресторане есть
Yes, almost in
вегетарианские
any
блюда,
restaurant there are
ну и арктические,
vegetarian
и
and vegan
стандартные
dishes, they are Arctic
вегетарианские. То есть здесь
and
выбор
standard
достаточно
vegetarian
большой.
dishes.
Но вот, к
So
сожалению,
there is
отдельных
a lot of
индийских
choice,
ресторанов у нас
but
нет.
unfortunately there are
На этом
no
слайде вы
specialized
можете
Indian
увидеть
restaurants.
наши контакты. Пожалуйста,
You can see
подписывайтесь
our
в
contacts on this
Инстаграм
slide.
на канал
Please
Profi.Travel и переходите
subscribe to our Instagram channel Murmansk.Travel and visit our tourist portal Murmansk.Travel, where there are more than 300 tourist locations of the Murmansk region, including the sites, the restaurants, the hotels, and this information is available in 5 languages. To conclude, I would like to show you a small video about the Murmansk region. Please enjoy the view, have a nice day, and welcome to the Murmansk region. Hello, my name is Svetlana Makarova. I'm Sales Director at Breath of the North Company. We welcome you at the Russian Expo Days exhibition, and I would like to tell you a little bit about our company. We are working in the tourism sector for more than 5 years, and we have a lot of winter and summer tours. But today we are talking about the winter season. And as we talk about it, of course, it is paramount to mention our wonderful phenomenon, the Northern Lights. All the tourists really admire these Northern Lights. I can't even put their impressions into words, and we are happy together with our guests. But we always say that you can either capture or just see the Northern Lights. And today there are a lot of programs and servers that can help you keep track of Northern Lights. But this data doesn't always help you see and capture Northern Lights. Often we come here with tourists even though there are no Northern Lights. So seeing Northern Lights is a wonderful piece of luck, and people get very happy when they see Northern Lights. You can see Northern Lights since August until the beginning of April. We hunt those Northern Lights throughout this period. but you don't always see it because there is also the weather condition. Sometimes there are a lot of clouds in Murmansk skies, and we look at gaps in those clouds, and in those gaps you can see some very bright northern lights. Along with the northern lights, as I mentioned, we have more and more different attractions and interesting sites. For example, I would like to mention some of them, those with which our company is working. First of all, I would like to tell you about the snowshoeing. There is a lot of snow in the Murmansk region, and guests always come here to enjoy our hills, snowy mountains, and snowshoes help you walk along those hills and beautiful mountains and feel the breath of the north. We give the opportunity to look at different mountain peaks, and for example there is the Lysia mountain or Yeshukova mountain, where you have a splendid view of our bay of Severamursk and the different other towns and villages, and you can also see the Kola Bay with ships navigating it, and from it they go to the Arctic Ocean and the Barents Sea. We also use snowshoes with our guests to go to Hibini. Hibini is a place where there are a lot of mountain peaks, and you can go up in snowshoes and feel this winter nature and enjoy it. Along with the snowshoes, we also accompany our guests to a village called Teriberka, with great atmosphere, with some splendid vibes. It's a location that tourists really love. There are a lot of splendid hills there from which you can enjoy the view of the ocean, of the Tereberskaya Bay and the village. We also visit the beach called Eggs of the Dragon. We enjoy the waterfalls. We walk along the village, and this is unforgettable for tourists. Along with all other things, our region has indigenous people, and they are called the Sami. There are a few places with the Sami villages. You can get acquainted with the everyday life of the Samis. You can take photos in their clothes, and you can try a dish of the Sami cuisine. And you can also meet some reindeers. You can feed them, you can take photos of them, and furthermore, there are also the husky dogs, which are the world's most friendly dogs, and you can talk to them. And those memories will be with you all your life. You can really enjoy the north. We believe that you should really go to the north. You should try to see northern lights. Visit Teriberka and see our beautiful sea, which we call the Arctic Ocean. Our contact information is shown on this slide. And we also have a lot of different tours in summer. But today we are talking about winter. If you are interested in summer journeys, we will give you more information about them. We're always happy to welcome guests at our hospitable northern region. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Victoria, and I am a sales manager at Tour of Kola. I am also a sales manager at this company, and today I will get you acquainted with the history, services, and popular destinations of our company. And we will also go on a virtual trip to one of the world's most remote places, Tsiribirka. We have the rich history of our company, which started its history back in 2011.
And the company has been working in tourist industry since now. And we have been working for Murmansk Oblast for over 1,000 happy customers, and we provide individual tours across many destinations in our region. Our collection of tours is represented by multi-day expeditions, river traveling, hunting, polar lights hunting, as well as ski tours on the Khibiny Mountains, one-day tours to very remote places of Murmansk Oblast or district. Now, it's high time to familiarize yourself with the part of the Kola Peninsula, the edge of land, Teribirka village, where the winter lasts from early November, September to the end of April, and you can see whales there, and less than 1,000 residents living. For the first time, Teribirka was known back in the 16th century. It has been developed the most after World War II. There were two fishing farms, as well as a ship repair facility, woodworking plant. Unfortunately, due to the Kola Peninsula changes, Teribirka lost its significance, but in today's world there is still interest towards that settlement, and back in 2014 there was a Russian film, Lethiasan, which was shot here, and it was the best film of the Cannes Film Festival. And you can see the famous waterfall that falls into the sea, the dragon eggs beach, as well as the fishing ship cemetery. And I would like to give you a few more information about these waterfalls. It's 250-meter high, and then it falls into the Barents Sea. The ship cemetery, it's the cemetery of the dozens of wooden ships and barges that were built in the Soviet times, and you can get inside. There is a stone beach in the middle of the village. The unofficial name of the beach is the fantastic eggs of dragon, because they are really big, like eggs of a dragon. And these are stones, regular stones, and therefore this is the dinosaur egg beach, as the locals call it. Another destination here is the hunting for whales. This is photo whales, not real one, because you can see them in the Barents Sea. They are coming closer to the Kola Peninsula in April and May, because they're going to eat fish there. Whales and orcas you can find here. The most important or the most popular leisure time is fishing. So you can hire a boat and go to the Barents Sea and catch a lot of fish. There are extremal diving as well. Even in summer, the water is cold, but it is clean, and you can look into the seabed and you can find anything there. Another point is open sledges or snowmobiles walks on across that island, and there are many people who want to ski or snowboard here. And why Murmansk region is so famous on the edge of Russia is polar lights, or Aurora borealis in Latin language. You can also visit Teribirka village, the mysterious place, during a 3-day tour of the polar lights organized by our company. The excursion tour to the northernmost part of Russia, the Kola Peninsula, would familiarize you with the largest city in the world beyond the Arctic Circle. You can see Northern Lights, the site of Leviathan film shootings, as well as lots of adventures. Well, our contact details are here on the slide, and you can write to us, and we will be able to customize our tour for you, for your customers. And we have a website, you can visit it, and we also have an Instagram account. You're welcome to see us and watch us on the internet as well. I'm finished. Thank you, and until next time. Good evening, good afternoon. I am Ludmila Tarakanova, representing Tundra or Tundra Tour of Russia. I would like to say a few words about Murmansk. This is a mysterious place. Welcome to Murmansk region. You can see everything, Sami tradition, and customized tour that we are offering is a weekend tour. You can live on the Tuguna River in a very picturesque pine tree, half island or peninsula. You will be met by our hotels Azimuth, Meridian or Park Inn, Yagel Hostel, and many others. The first day is to see the Murmansk city, the customized or craft excursion on the biggest city in the world beyond the Arctic Circle. Our mysterious city is preserved and protected by the ancient Hyperborea, discovering all the nature. You can visit the Lenin icebreaker, the first atomic icebreaker in the world, and you can see how it traveled across the Arctic Ocean. If you are lucky to have a good weather, you would be able to travel across the Kola harbor, which does not freeze at any time, and you would see a wonderful panoramic view of our wonderful city. Day 2. There is fog, but you can travel to the edge of the earth, the Teribirka village, the Dragon Egg beach. You can find laminaria, water seed, as well as mysterious polar lights are waiting for you. If the weather is okay, you can go to the Barents Sea, and you can catch a fish or a hedgehog or a crab. Your catch will be cooked for you by Leonid, our chef, on the ship. And following that travel, there would be a Russian sauna and Russian bath with swimming in the Barents Sea. We have our special steamer, the steam ship, And so you will never be disappointed. Day 3 is local indigenous people, Sami people, who are living next to Murmansk. You will see locals and you will be able to feed on reindeer, and you can caress them. You can get energy because the snowmobiles are waiting for you. Lots of snow. The only Sami village, excursion village in the world, would make your dreams come true. Hot tea, songs and dances, fish soup, and salmon would allow you to deep dive into the Sami life. The ethnographic complex in the Kola Peninsula, located in the tundra among forests, we have Siberian husky, northern reindeer with their families, of course. They live together in the village. Now, that village is waiting for you to have dog sledging, to familiarize yourself with the Sami culture, to listen to mysterious stories at the table with salmon, with Russian northern fish and meat. And you will be falling in love with the Russian North. Again, hot tea, reindeer, pictures with the husky, and souvenirs will never be forgotten. We have lots of facilities in the Kola Peninsula, but just a few for your kind attention, who have Sami traditions and husky. Sami people is the local indigenous people. The Iman lake, the biggest in the Kola Island, Husky Park, and Love Ozor is also the point of attraction. You can have fishing, under ice fishing, or hunting, and your emotions will be full. So this is just the information in brief from us. Thank you for your kind attention. And on the last page, you can see our